now that we've got our data showing inside of Unity, let's fix up a few things. First thing is the percentage is actually incorrect. So let's sort of finish off. Let's talk about the way we finished the last video, which was, hooray, the data is showing, except the alpha isn't there.
Yes.
The alpha on the cubes isn't there. And I was a bit whingy about that. So there's that. There's also the coloring isn't quite correct. There's too much green and there's only one red. Yet our range was from 1 to 14. So we've got a range of 13 in there. So our percentages aren't quite correct here. So there's probably something going on with that one. And yeah, let's just get going and fixing those.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. So to fix the coloring of the cubes, well, not the coloring, the transparency of the cubes, we come to the prefab and we go to a data point and we've got the default material selected. Now we need to change this one to transparent, but we can't.
Okay.
So we come to material and we make a new material. Where is the material? That we call it Mat Analytics data point. And now it is the same standard shader, and we just set that to transparent. Now the transparency itself gets set from the alpha here. So we leave all the defaults on this material, and then we come to our prefab, which is our analytics data point. So clicking it just so it appears over here, so then I can come back to materials and then find the analytics data point. Now this is fun. You can't apply it straight over the top, which is annoying, but you can scroll down to the bottom and then drag it to the bottom. There's like a few pixels down here where it goes okay.
That's really good.
Yeah. So there you go. That is how you apply a material to an existing prefab.
Right.
But now this prefab is referencing that material. So now we can adjust this material in code, and it will affect whatever we do through code.
Cool.
Let's jump into the code. No, let's check out the other thing that I was thinking about.
Good.
Which is the analytics manager. Our high and our low is red and green. Now this is the color that gets assigned to the material. So if we want to adjust the transparency, we actually set it here. So I'm going to set this to probably 90. You know what? Let's go 74.
Fair enough.
So we'll set 74 on both of them. And now we can come into our script and check out where we have done things incorrectly. We were both very, well, at least I was very excited to be presenting, getting it data back into Unity.
Yes.
So as I was coding all of that, I made some mistakes. So if you want to lerp between two colors, you should put them the other way, which would be low to high, 0% to 1%, so to 100%. All right, and now our percentage, if we noticed before, let's just run it again. Here we go. We've got lots of green and one red. Yeah, we didn't actually set the transparency yet. We have to change an adjustment in code.
Okay.
All right, so now there is green stuff going on, but there's only one red, and there's this one or two little in-betweeners. The percentage, the way that we calculated that was incorrectly. I'm pretty sure that I said it's the smaller number divided by the bigger number, but I've done the bigger number divided by the smaller number. Anyway,
yep.
So
yes, you definitely did.
Did say it or did?
I don't know.
Anyway, so we take this part here. This is supposed to be a calculation of what is the actual value of where we sit inside of the range.
Yep.
And then divide that. But then we forgot to take into account the lovely BODMAS things where it would be, really this is going to say that divided by that and then minus this other one on the end. So this one here should be brackety bracket. There is our actual value inside of the range, and there is our range. And that's going to give us the correct percent. And now the alpha, we want that to be set from the material.
Right, but so, you've set it in the color.
So I've set it to 0.7.
Yeah.
Now you're saying it's not there. It actually is there. It's just, we've only got one color in there, so you actually can't see it. It's very hard to see it. I'll show you in a second. So let's set this to mat.color.a for alpha. Whoops.
Okay.
and make me transparent. I guess we don't really.
Oh, so then if you do A there, then it gets set from what we set in the Unity design tools.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. So this is saying there's the low, there's the high. Put me somewhere in between those two there, and this is what the color should be set. So really, because we've now done that and we've put the alpha inside of these two colors themselves, that means that this line here is actually irrelevant. So we should be able to take it out.
Oh, okay.
See, we got the material, which is the object, render as material, and then we've just said, great, set it to between one of those colors based on the percentage.
Oh, that's easy.
So let's go and check it out. Anything else that we want to do here? No, I think that should be it. Let's check it out, and if it's wrong, we'll come back to code and we'll fix it.
Exciting times.
Oh, yeah. There we go. So now
that's definitely transparent.
Yes.
It looks a bit weird.
It does look a bit weird. Maybe we've gone too low on the transparency, but at least now we can see that the colors have a lot more range inside of them. All right, so let's just find a color that we like, which we can do by going to Don't Destroy Unload Analytics Manager, and then picking ourselves some transparencies. Well, if 74 wasn't coming at 84, it's not going to do it either.
Okay, well, it goes up to 255.
255, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah.
So let's go more to the middle-ish of like 130, 120-ish. Not exactly perfect. But, all right, so, whoops, didn't mean to run that one. Let's press A again, and it should reload everything. Now we can see that there's a bit more darkness going on.
Can we keep clicking
A? No, because it clears off and then puts it back on, remember?
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's getting brighter.
Ooh, did we not do that part properly? Another error that I have mismade. Where? Clear viz player pathways.
Oh, that's right.
We forgot to actually put that part in. We talked about that. We were going to come back to that.
I think we did. Yeah.
All right, let's take care of that one while we're here.
Well, that's good.
Thank you for pointing that out, Nick. I would have forgotten about this method.
Well, I forgot about it too, but I saw you click A and I was like, I'm pretty sure that
just got darker. Yeah. Also, there was this white cube that was there in the game, which is actually this little white cube here. Yeah. Which I don't want. That's a data point that we should get rid of. And now we'll zoom it back out.
I didn't even notice that one. Spam A.
So the thing that Nick is pointing out there is our data, our display player pathway has all of these on there, about 170 of them. Now let's click it again and watch this guy, it'll move. And then we'll drag to the bottom and everything just got a bit darker and now it moves again. So we're forgetting to play cleanup on this object, which is Nick's reaching for the keyboard. Oh, you got spotted.
Did he?
Pretty sure he did.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, no longer.
You did, yeah, it's got in the log. Don't do that.
Alright.
Nick was spamming A. It doesn't go more. You can't have like more than 100% not transparent. Opaque.
Not without that
not without attitude. All right. So if we want to clean up all those objects, we can't just say grab all the children and delete. We actually need to do this weird little reverse traversing of the tree and deleting things. So to clean up the existing ones, let's do this. We say var children is equal to a new list of type game object. And then we say for each transform, which we'll call child, inside of, what did we call that variable?
Children.
Where did we add it? We added it here somewhere. Instantiate to display player pathway. Display player pathway. I'm looking up here to see where did I instantiate it as a child of an object. So we're saying what did we call the main object or the parent, and we'll say this guy's transform. So grab all of the children that belong to this object, which is when we add data points, they get assigned to this guy. Now we're going to say grabbing all of those children.
Okay, yeah.
And then we say we need to take the children and add them into this list. Dot add.
Okay, just union.
Child.
Well, actually, wait.
Dot game object.
This is confusing.
Yes, it is. And then we can say outside of the list. Outside of the for each loop, we can say children. Dot for each child into destroy child.
Why do you need to put them into their own list?
Because if you try and delete directly from this one,
Yeah.
it doesn't actually delete it. And then it goes, hey, you've now adjusted the array that I was in. And then it goes, well, I must... It either says, I've now adjusted the array and therefore I can't continue the loop, or it says, well, I've just reached the end of the loop, so I'm just going to get out of here now. So by putting it into its own list, now you can say, awesome, I can now reference it outside of the context of this guy.
Right, yeah.
But because it's a reference to the other object, so now it deletes it from there.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a weird little trick.
Alright, cool.
Took me a while to figure that one out, thanks to the Unity forums, actually. All right, so now we should be able to spam the A button.
Yes.
A. Oh, Spamalicious isn't.
Feels good but disappointing at the same time.
I know, I just want them to add more and see how much RAM my computer can take. All right, cool. So that is essentially this one. How long have we got? There's one more thing I want to do. We're at 10 minutes. So you know what? Let's finish this video here off nice and small. And then in the next one, I kind of don't like that it just goes straight from green to red. Let's make it so you can go green to yellow to red.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty simple one. But we will see you all in the next video.
See you guys.